iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already, and we've got a good one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Take it in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery, and they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the game. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Those defense for the Packers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Fields. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Montgomery on the counter. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play.
He's got room at the 30, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
A huge play there for Chicago. 45 yards.
Well, we saw David Montgomery lead the nation a few years back in broken tackles when he was at Iowa State, and he's proven to be difficult to bring down in the NFL as well.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
Back to throw, Fields.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there. Turned it all around. Big moment.
Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. Out of CB, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
The field's going to get this to Montgomery.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Fields now to throw.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Montgomery. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd and 8 coming up. A shotgun snap, Fields. And this one too low.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. To throw is Fields. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Montgomery back to the ground. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Fields.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker.
And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick-6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick-6.
Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
On play action, Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Off play action. Fields.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end.
And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On 1st down, it's Fields. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Here's Fields.
Caught by Montgomery.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
David Montgomery, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are back within a score.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Rodgers now to throw.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The Packers at 4-5, a game under 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 23. That one goes for 24 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look, 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Now it's Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
From the 31, Fields. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Now Fields.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now it's Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time.
Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Now Prater to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Here's Fields.
Looking left side, that's caught by Landry.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Throwing again is Fields.
Touchdown, Bears! Jarvis Landry in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Santos with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick.
And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Rodgers now on first down. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Rodgers.
He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, first down Packers.
Now Rodgers.
A throw on the money there to Doolin.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
Rodgers to throw once more. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. Now Rodgers. The quick slant caught. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Bears. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the 3rd quarter. And boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance. This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st down, Rodgers.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest where the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Well, these Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10.
To throw is Rodgers.
Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And he
will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback.
Oh, what a juke into space. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
To throw is Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
Here's Fields.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Fields.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From midfield, here's Rodgers.
And this one complete to Doolin. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Sutton. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think
think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The offense on third down tonight, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Fields throwing again. Montgomery, another target and catch.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Fields now to throw.
And that is incomplete here. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery.
And this will be a Bears first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
To the air again, Fields.
And my goodness, another interception. Look at the big man rumble. He's at the 30. 10. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown.
Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only do they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 31, Fields. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Now it's Fields.
Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
He finds his target, Beckham.
On the move past the 40.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Again, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. Touchdown! Dallas Goddard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers looking to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Fields on 1st down. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. From the 24, Fields. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one's going to fall incomplete.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Dallas Goddard, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Rodgers throwing here. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Man open, here is Jones. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. On play action, now Rodgers. Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson. And brought down.